Now brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
First down, Seattle.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson now off the bootleg. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
First down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. To throw is Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Rolling to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the return here 31-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Now Wilson. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across mid. A gain of 20 and a first down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll buy some time right, and it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Wilson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Well, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Dolphins have got it. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
He was taken down by Bobby.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
At the 38-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 30.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He's going to fire one deep. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 37 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run the counter. Carson, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Carson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he's got this down to the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Carson. Shreds the tackle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Here's Carson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's got Lockett, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They run it with Carson. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll try to run with Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd and goal, Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Seahawks 3. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. To throw again, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Covered by Seattle.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down to the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Seattle.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run again with Breida. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
And 8 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 47 yards. Now left side on the swing pass. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida taking it in. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Wilson on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Seahawks 10. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll rifle this one deep right side and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. So that'll back him up 5. On second down, a run with Breida. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Ball carrier.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Tua going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Tua on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On first down, here's Breida. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Tua fighting Williams for a Dolphin 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Dolphins are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
From midfield, here's Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Looking to pass. Tua. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Breida.
Tagovailoa's pass.
It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 on the Seahawks' 23-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Breida. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
At the Seahawks' 8-yard line.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Down.
Here's Tua. This is caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Sanders' kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. A great pick, nice return, but he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Dolphins 17, Seahawks nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 81 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 17, Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, Tua. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
At the 46-yard line.
Now Tua. That is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And 9 yards to go.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Miami.
Now it's Breida. A gain of 3, second down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. Throw right side, complete to Williams. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Wilson. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Devontae Parker is the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Now and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Tua now on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want him to catch the football first.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
At the 24-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's complete to Grant. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 53 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And it's 2nd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They snap it at one. Now Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
No. Tick. Four down.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Wilson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a
school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal, Miami.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
For the extra point.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
And that's good.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
It's second down.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Seahawks, nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Two and now on first down. Going deep here for Parker. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown.
Complete to Devontae Parker.
Devontae Parker, 45 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. Third down here.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On third down, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They run with Breida. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Tua going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That's good.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Again, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Now they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw again, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive.
For the extra point.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Jason Myers to kick off fourth.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
A loss of 9 yards.
They do go for it. It's Tagovailoa. And it's caught by Parker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Miami.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Right tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Tua on 4th down. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Seahawks 7, Dolphins nothing.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. That's caught by Hollister. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. That'll be complete to Breida. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
14.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Miami.
Matt Breida, 78 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And those are the highlight reel runs you draw.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
I'm going to show you,
Picked off
man.
by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. Pushing through the contact, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Carson on the carry.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
First and 10 at the
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
Throwing again. Wilson. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete here. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Watch the out. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw again is Wilson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Emmanuel Ogbah just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
2nd and goal at the 14-yard line.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
3 yards.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers.
A 28-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Breida. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Dolphins.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. This is Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up
now Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Benson Mayowa in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
For the field goal, a 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 14.
This is Carson. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 3-3.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Carson. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
The 34-yard line.
44, Mike, 44. Exit. Easy.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Dolphin 1st down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. And what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
4th down.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Check. Hey, 0. Motion. 55. Mike. What's left? You can't block me. You can't bring it.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Jerome Baker.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. Slow down. You.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Alert.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Well, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Jerome Baker.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now an option play on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try the option on 1st and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jakeem Grant. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Tua. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Parker the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They run for it with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
Here we go. Here we go. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Let's go, Utah. 36 power. Let's go, Utah.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. There he goes, right side. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Shrink that ball. Hey, check right, check right. Watch it, you got it.
They run it with Carson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Wilkins in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Throwing on second down. Wilson flush to his right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back. Unsuccessful.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Seahawks' 14-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Off the option, that's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From a yard out. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
24.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
A loss of 8 yards.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Matt Hawk now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And my goodness, another interception.
This is my
Picked
ball,
up
baby.
by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.